Hello everyone, this is Mukesh Verma along with Vipin and Mukesh. So in this laboratory I will tell you about how to conduct a LIDAR survey. LIDAR survey gives the 3D point cloud and it has applications in various areas such as precision agriculture, deformation modeling, highway authority and autonomous vehicles. So demand of 3D point cloud of any object is very high, so we need to learn how to do the LIDAR survey. Hello everyone, in this video I will tell you the installation procedure for the faro laser scanner. As you can see, this is our tripod and in this box we have the faro laser scanner. So unboxing this, as we can see, this is faro laser scanner and this is base for it, and we have battery also, and this is the charging dock, and we have also the SD card for its data storage purpose. So the cost of this device is approximately 40 lakhs. So as it is very costly, so we should handle it very carefully. So the correct procedure to install this device is, we can take it like this, and before that I like to introduce about this tripod. So tripod is, this is the 3-level tripod, and we can increase the length of this tripod like this and lock in this way. Different types of tripods will be used for different devices, like for total station different type of tripod is used, and for R10 GPS receiver the bipod is used. So to check the orientation of this tripod, we need to see the bubble in it. This bubble should be inside the circle. And we should also make the lock from here also, so that the device is not disturbed during the scanning process. After that, we can mount this faro laser scanner on it. So I need the help of my friend Mukesh for the installation. So in this way we can mount it very carefully. After that we can remove this cover. Cover will be removed in this way. As you know, the basic principle of operation of this LIDAR scanner is the firing of laser pulse, and that will strike the surface and return back to it, and it will be stored in the device. So this rotating mirror sends the pulse in various directions, and this laser pulse is class 1 laser, so it is eye safe, so need not worry. We can stay near the scanner during the scanning process, but to improve the quality of our data, we should not move around the scanner, so that our data quality will be good. And in the next video I will tell you how to operate the laser scanner. Hello everyone, in this video I will tell you the various ways to give the power supply to the Faro laser scanner. The first way is to give the power supply using this battery. This battery is especially for the Faro laser scanner. So we can open the case and check the correct orientation of this battery, and we can place battery like this, and we can close the cabin. And another way to give the power supply is by using 12 volt battery. This battery will be used for the power supply externally. So using this adapter I can give the power supply. As the weight of this adapter is high, so we should be very careful so that the weight should not destroy this pin. This pin is very delicate, and we should be very careful. We should be very careful while inserting the pin into it. This is the charging point for this. From this point we can give the power supply to the laser scanner, and this red dot should match with this red dot, and in this way we can insert the pin into it. And we should be very careful that the weight of this adapter should not destroy this pin. And these pins will be connected to battery, plus and minus. So in this way, this is charging. And the third way is to give the power supply by using the car. We have separate adapter for the car, and I will show how to connect in the car. So as you can see, this is called lighter. This lighter can be inserted into the charging point in the car. This is the charging point. One is available behind the seat, and another is available at the dashboard. So we can insert it like this, and this pin, as you know, can be inserted into the Faro laser scanner. So in this way we can give the power supply to the laser scanner. The need of using these three types of power supplies is so that in the survey side you may not have the charging facility, so you can use the three methods for the surveying. Thank you. Hello everyone, as you can see, this laser scanner is ready to operate. Power supply is connected externally also, and one battery is also there. So before the scanning process we need to insert the SD card into the scanner. So this is the 32 GB SD card, and as you can see we have the SD card module here, and here we have also the micro USB port. From that we can also store data by using the micro USB port also, and we should insert the card correctly. And this laser scanner can be switched on by using this button by just single clicking. So this is the touch screen display, and Using this display we can manage the projects in the laser scanner. This scanner can be perfectly used in the sunlight. So we can see the various options here. We can set the parameters by touching the display. So we can select the profile. Suppose we are scanning the inside and outside, we can select the profile accordingly. We have indoor profile also, outdoor profile also. As we are outside, so we can select the outdoor, and range is selected 20 meters. The objects within the 20 meters will be scanned. We can select the name of our project. We can rename our project by using this setting menu, and by using this start scan button we can start the scan. So now this device is ready for the scan, but before that, as it can take the scan, and if we take multiple scan, then there is problem in merging all the scans. Suppose we want to make the 3D point cloud of this building, then we have to cover all the faces of this building. So in the single scan the whole building cannot be covered, so we need to take the multiple scans of this building, and for that purpose we need to place some objects for the registration, so that the multiple scans can be combined together. In the next video I will tell you how to do the scanning by using the registration kit also. Thank you. Hello everyone, now we are ready to do the scanning process by using the Faro laser scanner. As you can see, this is our registration kit. While opening, we can see we have the 5 spheres in it, and we can place the stand in this sphere. We should avoid touching the white part of this sphere, because the reflectance of this sphere will be affected by touching it, and while placing stand on it, we can place these spheres in a distributed manner, like we place the GCPs. So as the GCPs should be well distributed, the spheres and checkerboards should also be well distributed. These are the checkerboards, and the placement of these checkerboards should be well distributed, and the spheres should be well distributed, so that the multiple scans can be merged together. So I am placing the spheres in appropriate places so that the scans can be merged together. So I am going to place this sphere on the card, and in the next video we will start the scanning process. Thank you. Hello everyone. So I am placing the checkerboard in this tree by using the double-sided tape, and it can be placed like this. And as I have placed one sphere on the car, and as you can see, another sphere placed here, and one sphere is there near the flower, and one checkerboard on this hut, and one checkerboard is placed on the building. So I am planning to take the two scans and it will be merged together by using these registration objects, and one scan will be taken from here, and another scan I am planning to take from that place, and that two scans will be merged together by using the spheres and checkerboards. And the software for the merging process will be used Faroscene. Faroscene will be used for the combining of two laser scans. So I am switching on the laser scanner. This is the another type of object that can be easily identified in any scan. So the name of this object is the checkerboard, and it will be clearly visible in our scans because this is kind of pixel in which only two values are present, 0 and 255. So these are very much switching between this is highly contrast image, so it can be easily identified in our scan. So we have placed two checkerboard, one is placed in this tree and another is placed near building, and after that we can start the scanning process. This is our display, and we can see that this scan will take around 8 minutes for the completion, and we can return back to the home, and we can also go to the settings and we can rename the projects. So, and from this tab we can view our scan in this device only. So from this point of time we can start our scan by clicking the start scan button. Now this will take
time is showing, time show कर रहा है कितना बचा है.
it will show the time remaining for the scan completion. मुकेश एक लिस्ट बनाओ यार, क्या क्या स्पेसिफिकेशन है.
ओके ये वीडियो बना लीजिए।
वीडियो बन जाए तो हम आवाज़ बाद में डाल देंगे ना।
हाँ बताइए।
वो कुछ और चलेगा, बातें कुछ और होंगी क्या?
कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, कम रखिएगा, जिसमें आप बोल रहे हैं वो कम रखिएगा।
नंबर एक्सेट द पैरामीटर।
सर्च करो स्पेसिफिकेशंस ऑफ फारो फोकस 3D।
फोन है तुम्हारा? फारो फोकस 3D में स्पेसिफिकेशन स्टार्टिंग में बता देंगे, वो वीडियो पहले डाल देंगे।
हाँ इसी आप लैब में कैसे ऑफिस में कि दिस इज ये नाउ विल गो टू आउटसाइड।
हाँ उधर वाला वो बना लेंगे, अभी चलने बना लेंगे। हे आई एम गोइंग आउटसाइड।
बंद करो।
हाँ अभी बंद कर दो। we can withdraw the SD card by just pressing it and it will come out. Survey has been completed, so if you want to put
Back
the
up.
laser scanner back into the box, so we need this case, and before that we need to extract the battery. This battery निकाल दिया बैटरी? नहीं, and before that we need to extract battery from the scanner, and this is the switch for the battery extraction, and push that button and it will be automatically come out. Now close it, and that battery can be placed
सर्कल।
section. After that we can नहीं ये
इसको होल्ड करना भी जाएगा।
नहीं, वो नहीं गिरेगा, वो नहीं होगा।
वेट वेट वेट
बंद है।